All right, big news coming in here. The Public Examinations Prevention of Unfair Means Amendment Bill 2026 has been introduced by Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh, and the government has just introduced the Public Examinations Prevention of Unfair Means Amendment Bill 2026 in the Lok Sabha. Vishal Barrister joins us for more details. Vishal, what more you can tell us?
Well, Abhishek, let me tell you that the House again has been adjourned till 2 p.m. The Speaker has given time till 1 p.m. and has asked all the political parties to suggest what kind of amendments they suggest as far as this amendment bill is concerned. 1 o'clock is the time. By then they have to give their suggestions. And the House stands adjourned as the opposition refuses to relent. They are still making noise in the House. Uproarious scenes were witnessed since the House assembled for the first time at 11 a.m. Though the bill has been introduced by Dr. Jitendra Singh in the lower house, but opposition refuses to sit back. They are holding placards and they are still staging their protest. They are asking for a special discussion under Rule 267 on the police action against the students. So the bill has been introduced and the House will reassemble at 2 p.m.
All right, you're saying the House will reassemble at 2 p.m. and the bill has been introduced in the Lok Sabha. Vishal, also tell us about the key features of the bill in the sense that how does the government propose to strengthen enforcement against paper leak cases through these amendments?
Well, Abhishek, as the Prime Minister had announced that the government is ready to come up with a bill, and he had also announced that on Monday the bill would be introduced in the lower house of the Parliament, and it's an amendment bill. And now the government has asked all the political parties to come up with their suggestions with what kind of amendments they require, they need in this bill. This is an amendment bill, and the government has already also constituted a high-powered committee headed by Nandan Nilekani, and the committee would be looking into how the different leaks in the process of checking and rechecking can be stopped. So the government is very much for the students, and now the ball is in the court of the opposition. We have seen that opposition, even before the parliament started, even before the both houses assembled, they staged a protest outside the Parliament House at the Makar Dwar, and they were asking for a statement by the Home Minister as to how the police action took place. Now, despite assurances by the Prime Minister, by the government, and even the bill has been introduced, the opposition refuses to give in. There has been two adjournments in both the houses of the Parliament, the lower house and the upper house. The Rajya Sabha also stands adjourned till 2 p.m. and it would be very interesting to see how the opposition behaves in the lower house, because the bill has been introduced and now they cannot be, the government cannot be blamed, because opposition has for long been demanding discussion on NEET, and now after the resignation of the Education Minister, the bill has also been introduced. A high-powered committee has also been constituted. So the opposition is expected to participate and allow the bill to be discussed in the House, and then it could be sent to the upper house to be formed finally, and act could be formed after the due discussions. So the opposition will have to decide on their strategy. The Speaker has given time till 1 p.m. to come up with their suggestions.
Vishal, also the government has said the amendments are aimed at strengthening the legal framework against examination-related malpractices. All right, let's listen in to what the minister said.
I rise to move for leave to introduce the Public Examinations Prevention of Unfair Means Amendment Bill 2026 to amend the Public Examination Prevention of Unfair Means Bill 2024. Thank you, Speaker, sir.
All right, Vishal, barrister who's been tracking this story continues to stay with us. Vishal, I was asking you, the government has said the amendments are in fact aimed at strengthening the legal framework against examination-related malpractices. What will be, what are the next steps now? What are the steps in the legislative process after the bill is introduced in the Lok Sabha?
The bill was there in 2024, and now we have this amendment bill that has been introduced by the Minister, Dr. Jitendra Singh, in the lower house. So the Speaker has asked for suggestions as to what kind of amendments the opposition feel that would be necessary to take care of any leakage in future. And now the opposition will have to decide as to what is their strategy, because 1 o'clock is the time when they are supposed to give their suggestions. And the government is quite sure that they want to go ahead with the parliamentary proceedings, and we know that the first week was washed out because of the uproarious scenes in both the houses of the parliament. And now the government wants the opposition to take part, because it was their suggestion that there has to be a special discussion on NEET. And now the government has come up with this new amendment bill. The bill has already been introduced by the minister. So it is up to the opposition as to how they want to participate, what kind of suggestions they would like to have, and what kind of amendments they would like to have in this bill, because bill was already there in 2024, and now this is a new amendment bill 2026.